Locked In. The name's actually a reference to this design of puzzle. Actually, is from a game I designed 3-4 years ago, and believe it or not, this puzzle's actually exactly one of the puzzles from there. It's level number 6 from that game, and well, the working title of that game was Locks, and hence the name Locked In. Not that anyone will ever get that reference, but oh well. Trying to figure out how to implement it in Minecraft was a little interesting, but okay. So the basic premise of the puzzle is these doors only open when all 3 colors on the given door are open, so yellow, red, green, and so on and so forth. So the only one I've got all 3 colors of on this side is the red, blue, yellow, so blue, yellow, and red. And of course the way this works is the torch powers the wool block, which powers the repeater, which sends current outside on the circuitry. Okay. Next, let's open green. Of course, the whole point is to get all 4 wool blocks to this side, to put them in those spaces there, which will open the door, and will open these 3 doors as well. So let's see, that's yellow. Let's take blue out. Wrong, okay. Okay, I've got the rest of the solution in my head. For those who are wondering, the texture pack I'm using is actually a custom one. I've made some of the textures within it, and others I've taken from other packs. Like some come from Painterly, some come from the Faithful 32 pack. Sorry. The Glowstone comes from Sphax, it's pure BD craft, and some come from AI pack. It's all over the place, and I'd have to track them all down if I wanted to properly credit them to be able to release this pack. So right now it's just a personal pack. See, the other door is open, just so if we die and end up spawning back there, I won't get trapped on that side without the wool. Falcon's Maze is the next one. It's a reference to a movie I saw years ago called War Games. No connection to the puzzle, but, well, other than the direct name. But, anyways, the hint at what this next puzzle might be like is this device here. Do you know what this is? And try this, turning it on. For those who don't know, this is a piston memory tape, and just uses the fact that glass can't conduct redstone, whereas wood blocks can. As you can see, that repeater's now off. Sure. Anyways, I'll explain how it's used in this one. So, as you might expect, open the observation deck so you can get a better view. This is a maze. And with all the iron doors, you might guess what the piston memory tape is for. Basically, behind this wall, there's a large piston memory tape, all 15 cells, the biggest you can have in vanilla without doing some really fancy circuitry. And it's connected, each bit is connected to one of these doors, and there are 6 states in the tape that it'll cycle automatically so that there's not empty states in between. And basically the maze is different each time, and each time there's only one of these chests accessible. You need to get all 6 to get out the door. You'll see why. So the first chest that's open is the closest one, the easy one. Don't know if I did that deliberately, but oh well. I didn't actually design the layout of this maze, I just went to an online maze generator. Might explain why the maze itself is so easy, but oh well. Then again, they're always easy when you look at them from above. One lever. I'm going to break this chest just to make sure I know. But I didn't give myself a wooden diamond axe. Oops, no, don't want to go there. That's a red herring. This puzzle is probably the hardest one in the entire map if you don't know what's going on. I've never seen anyone solve this one legit. Okay, so Press the button to cycle the maze. You can hear the memory tape cycling, and you hear the doors opening. Okay, so let's see. What's the new one that's open? I think it's this one at the far end. Yes, it is. Which way is open? Okay, that door's closed. This is all open, 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 open. Okay, so that's when I get in. I would not have been able to build this map without World Edit. Because clearing this room by hand would have been a nightmare. I guess I could have used MC Edit if need be, but... Number 2. Almost got lost there. That would be really, really lame if I got lost in my own maze. That would be kind of pathetic, actually. Fortunately, my memory's really good, so I'm not likely to get particularly lost. Okay, next one. Oh, I didn't break the chest, oh well. Okay, what's the next one? I think it's one of these ones. Yes, it's this one over here. Okay, accessible. Okay, no, not accessible that way. I hear fire. Those little lava pits in those respawn rooms sometimes start fires on the ground next to them. That's what that is. Okay, so gotta get to that chest, and then let's see what's the way to do that. Oh, okay, it's up through there. This is one of the harder chests to get at. I really should add a cheat code somehow to this maze that'll open all the doors. Not obviously for purposes of this video, but for debugging purposes. Although I can't see too much use for that, I suppose. No, not that way. Sorry about that. Lever number 3. No, that's the... Is it the wrong way? Yes it is. Oh, the reason those other doors are open is actually to the exit. There's only 6 states in the tape and 6 chests, which means one of those also opens the exit. And this state is the one that does it, so I'm going to have to cycle around to it again. Well, not hard. Okay, next one. Okay, let's see which one is open. It is this one. Okay. Accessible by... Not that way. Going around, that's closed. Around through there. Okay. Very similar to how we got at the last one. I've only ever seen one playthrough of this maze, and the guy eventually got fed up and gave up. The video was in Polish, so I couldn't understand any of the text or any of the words, but I saw the number 30 on screen, and I'm guessing the translation is that he spent 30 minutes on this maze. And I can easily see how you can spend half an hour on this maze if you don't understand what's going on. No offense to the guy who made the video, if he happens to be watching, although I don't think he will be. It's no failure on your part if you don't understand the maze. I designed this to be hard. On an interesting side note, this is actually the puzzle that made me make the entire map as an excuse for it. I just had an idea while watching one of Ant Venom's videos. Because he went through a maze that was controlled by levers, that certain pistons opened up here and there, controlled by levers that you could get at. I thought, why not take it a step harder and do this? Okay, which one's open? This one. Okay, accessible by... Not that way. That way, okay. I built this maze underground just to hide all the circuitry, protect it. Plus, also, it's easier to build these things underground than above ground. I built this with no clip, of course. Not the maze, but the circuitry. Okay, lever number. And have I gone the wrong way? No, I have not. Last one. I know the last lever is. So let's see what the doors are. Ooh, lag. Okay, an accessible by. No, not that way. By that way, okay. I say like by that way, and chances are those of you watching have no idea what I'm talking about. I'm just talking to myself halfway I'm talking to myself there. It's just storing the memory state, if you like, in my head. It makes no sense to anyone who has not experienced it. And for that I apologize. Okay, all 6 levers are there, or in my possession I should say. I've just gone the wrong way, haven't I? Yes, I have. Oh well, got distracted. Sounds like I'm making excuses, doesn't it? Because the next one will open up the close lever. That doesn't, that's close chest. That doesn't open up the final exit. Then the one after that opens up the far one. That doesn't open up the final exit. Yes, I'm doing that from memory. I spent 2 hours on this maze, but I think I'm justified in having memorized it. Yep, that's the far one. Next one. Okay, there we go. And how to get to it, because that's closed. Around to the back way. Yeah, okay. And that door's open. Actually, it wasn't entirely true when I said that I've never seen anyone solve this, anyone other than myself, solve this correctly. I have, it just wasn't in a video Let's Play. It was someone else who was sitting here on my computer with me, playing along, and they solved it. Now, I was helping them along a little, but with the maze mostly, and I did explain the premise. So I guess it's not really a fair sample. Okay, so the reason we wanted all 6 levers, there's an AND gate hooked up to these black pads, and of course only when all 6 are on does that door open.